Can a home be a man's or a woman's castle, even if he or she doesn't own it? Yes, if the latest wave of renters is any indication, even those who can afford to buy are opting out and renting instead.
Florida, the epicenter of the housing collapse of 2008. Now, apartment buildings are going up, investors are moving in, and rents are rising. What's happening here is happening across the entire country. People are renting the American dream.
The face of a new generation of renters and perhaps the future of home dwelling in general.
Renting is much cheaper than owning, which was the case for a very long time. Right. People are going to rent. And what we've seen is for 5 or 6 years, all household formations got into rentals. We have become a rental society.
Depending on the local market conditions, it may be advantageous to rent, especially if there's a good rental supply at a reasonable price.
Renter growth has outpaced household growth, new household creation, for 4 years in a row.
Over the last year, we've seen 1.5 million new households move into rental apartments. That's a 4% increase in the number of rental households just in the last year. And with that, that's led to a tightening in rental markets. We've seen vacancy rates come down, and we've seen rents start to increase in many markets around the U.S.
And Dan, there are a lot of people out there looking to rent. Recent statistics put out by Daily Finance show more than a third of Americans are in the rental market.
We're doing probably 30 to 40% more rental transactions in Darien. And the really interesting part of that is most of those homes are homes that, by anyone's memory, have never been for rent before.
Nenora Brookshire and her family moved from the suburbs to New York City 2 months ago so that her husband could end his hour-long commutes. Their home in the upscale seaside town Rowayton, Connecticut, wasn't selling, so they decided to put it up for rent. In the face of a challenging housing market, homeowners like the Brookshires are increasingly turning to renting their homes, in place of or in addition to trying to sell them. And the trend seems to be nationwide. Jonathan Miller, CEO of real estate appraisal firm Miller Samuel.
It's the first time in my 25 years tracking housing markets that I've seen such strength on the rental side when the economy is generally weak.
It is a good time to be in the apartment business.
Mike tells me the number of people who've gone through the foreclosure process have increased the demand for apartments and reduced the supply. As a result, many apartment complexes around town have waiting lists.
Rent demand is being driven by 3 specific groups of people. Young adults who may finally get jobs that allow them to move out of their parents' basements, immigrants moving to the U.S., and those who lost their homes during the crash.
Analysts cite negative equity, high unemployment, and hard-to-get loans as the main factors driving this surprising surge in single-family home rentals.
We all watched what happened with the mortgage meltdown. Whether you are a homeowner or a renter, it affected all of us by bringing on the Great Recession. Well, today, the government's consumer watchdog, the Consumer Financial Protection Agency, announced these new rules for home loans. How does this affect the housing market?
Well, it's not good. A lot of the housing market right now depends on first-time home buyers. And these are the people who most need help because they tend not to have much in the way of a down payment, and they tend not to have the best credit in the world because they're just getting started.
Right.
And as we talk about in real estate, once you're on the ladder, you may be on the bottom rung of the ladder, but when the ladder moves, you're still on it. Well, this is just going to make it harder for people who don't own real estate and have not established themselves financially to grab onto that bottom rung.
A lot of foreclosures in the Valley is creating huge demand in the rental market.
They are seeing a perfect storm of people bounced out of permanent homes in this economy, now needing to rent, and owners that can't sell in a depressed market now needing to rent out. Paul Arrington says rental prices in the Tampa Bay area are up 6% since last year and could rise through the summer.
According to the real estate research firm Reis, vacancy rates have dropped from 8% to just 6.5%, and rent prices increased 2.5%.
There are about 20 to 30% investors out there who are buying homes, and a lot of them actually are someone buying one home in their neighborhood and they're going to keep it and rent it.
Looking forward, we expect to see continuation of strong rental housing markets with rental properties increasing in value and with vacancy rates continuing to decline and some further rent increases over the course of the coming year.
For the foreseeable future anyway, this is what we're going to be dealing with as a new normal. I don't see a quick correction coming in any way, shape, or form.